Can you truly fathom a future where the king, LeBron James, dons a different crown, or where the Los Angeles Lakers gamble their meticulously crafted future for a single immediate spark? Brace yourselves, because the NBA's rumor mill is churning out seismic trade proposals that could reshape the very foundations of the league, forcing the Lakers to confront an existential dilemma: chase the immediate glory or safeguard their long-term destiny. For years, the Lakers' narrative has been inextricably linked to LeBron James, a partnership that brought a championship banner to the Crypto.com arena. Yet, as the sands of time inevitably shift, so too does the Lakers' strategic compass. The franchise, fresh off granting a massive contract extension to the 26-year-old phenom Luka Doncic, appears to be decisively pivoting, positioning the argued GOAT, the venerable 40-year-old LeBron, into a secondary role. This isn't just a subtle shift, it's a profound declaration of intent, a clear signal that the future belongs to Doncic. While it's undeniably logical for any franchise to build around a superstar entering his prime rather than one nearing the twilight of an unparalleled career, the prevailing expectation was a concerted push for another championship while these two generational talents still shared the court. But what if LeBron decides the script has changed too much? What if he seeks a new stage for his final magnificent acts? The whispers have grown louder, suggesting that if James were to depart the City of Angels, a constellation of potential suitors would immediately emerge. The Cleveland Cavaliers' spiritual home, the crosstown rival LA Clippers, the ever-competitive Miami Heat, the dynamic Dallas Mavericks, and even the Golden State Warriors, a familiar foe, have all been floated as possible destinations. But then, a truly unexpected contender has burst onto the scene, a team that could utterly steal the show and shock the basketball world: the San Antonio Spurs. Imagine the sheer audacity of it. The San Antonio Spurs, a franchise synonymous with quiet excellence and meticulous development, stepping into the high-stakes poker game for LeBron James. Why the Spurs? The answer stands 7 foot, moves like a gazelle, and possesses the skills of a seasoned guard, Victor Wembanyama. At just 21 years old, Wembanyama isn't just the NBA's next big thing. He's the future, a generational talent poised to dominate for years to come. It's not a question of if the Spurs will compete for a championship, but when. And for LeBron, the allure of teaming up with a talent like Wembanyama, even for a year or two, could be an irresistible siren call, a chance to mentor the heir apparent while chasing one last ring. Bleacher Report's Andy Bailey recently unveiled a trade proposal that sent shockwaves through the league, a scenario that would see LeBron James and his son, Bronny James, likely a package deal in any trade, heading to the Spurs. In return, the Lakers would receive a promising young wing duo in Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson, along with 2 crucial pick swaps: a 2031 first-round pick swap, best of Sacramento's, and a 2032 first-round pick swap. From San Antonio's perspective, this is a calculated, albeit massive, gamble. Devin Vassell is just entering the second season of a 5-year, $135 million contract, a cornerstone piece they'd typically prefer to build around for the long haul. Yet, to acquire a legend like LeBron, such a sacrifice becomes a necessary evil, a steep price for a potential championship window that opens immediately. Keldon Johnson adds another versatile, athletic wing to the Lakers' arsenal. The question for the Spurs isn't just about talent acquisition, but about timeline. Bringing in James, even for a short stint, would undoubtedly disrupt their carefully laid plans for Wembanyama's organic development and the gradual ascent of their young core. It's a fascinating, almost paradoxical move, accelerating their championship timeline by potentially sacrificing their long-term, patient approach. However, the prevailing sentiment remains one of doubt regarding LeBron's actual departure from the Lakers. It seems highly improbable that the Lakers would willingly part ways with James anytime soon, given his continued elite performance and immense commercial value. Yet, if the unthinkable were to happen, the Spurs, with their burgeoning superstar and ample assets, would undoubtedly be a compelling consideration for the aging superstar. They possess the pieces to contend for a title as soon as possible, and while a trade for James would undeniably shake up their established timeline around Wembanyama, it remains an incredibly intriguing avenue for exploration, A what-if scenario that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. But the trade winds aren't just blowing in one direction. Another compelling proposal has emerged. One that suggests the Lakers are looking to bolster their immediate firepower by bringing back a familiar face, Malik Monk. This new trade idea, circulating widely in NBA circles, would see the Lakers acquire Monk from the Sacramento Kings in exchange for forward Rui Hachimura and future draft capital. On paper, the numbers align almost perfectly. Monk is entering the second year of his four-year, $77.9 million contract, set to earn $18.7 million in 2025-26, a figure nearly identical to Rui Hachimura's $18.2 million salary. From a purely financial standpoint, this trade is entirely feasible, but the implications, as always in the NBA, stretch far beyond mere cap figures. Malik Monk, last season, averaged an impressive 17.2 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 5.6 assists per game, shooting 43.9% from the field and 32.5% from beyond the arc. He has firmly established himself as one of the league's premier scoring threats off the bench, a genuine microwave scorer capable of igniting an offense in an instant. His ability to create his own shot, break down defenses, and catch fire could be a significant asset for the Lakers, who are building their offensive identity around Luka Doncic while still hoping for one final glorious run with LeBron James. Yet, the Lakers already possess a crowded backcourt rotation, featuring established talents like Marcus Smart, Austin Reeves, and Gabe Vincent alongside the developing Bronny James. Adding Monk, while boosting their offensive firepower, would inevitably demand another complex reshuffling of their guard-heavy roster, potentially creating a logjam and challenging playing time distribution. From Sacramento's perspective, the motivation for this deal is clear: financial flexibility. The Kings have been actively exploring ways to shed salary, having previously offered Monk in a sign-and-trade deal to the Golden State Warriors for Jonathan Kuminga, a deal that ultimately fell apart. With the Kings still keen on moving Monk, flipping him for an expiring contract like Rui Hachimura's makes strategic sense, allowing them to clear their books and reevaluate their financial landscape. Rui Hachimura, for his part, is coming off an efficient season, averaging 13.3 points per game, albeit in limited minutes, on a scorching 50.9% shooting from the floor, and an impressive 41.3% from three. He remains a versatile, physically gifted forward who could serve as a valuable rotational piece or even a future trade chip for Sacramento before his contract expires. However, for the Lakers, the long-term consequences of acquiring Monk could be substantial and potentially problematic. Monk's current deal runs through the 2027-28 season. This is a critical detail because the Lakers have meticulously positioned themselves for the future, with over $111 million in expiring contracts set to come off their books next summer. Their front office has carefully orchestrated their cap sheet to be major players in the highly anticipated 2026 free agency sweepstakes, where a third superstar could potentially be available to join Doncic and perhaps a still-playing LeBron. Taking on Monk's salary beyond 2026 would significantly eat into that coveted cap flexibility. Unless Monk performs at a near all-star level, consistently delivering far beyond his bench role, the Lakers would be sacrificing crucial future cap space for what is essentially short-term bench scoring. This deal, therefore, presents a classic front office dilemma, a high-stakes chess match between immediate firepower and long-term cap freedom. If general manager Rob Pelinka genuinely believes Malik Monk can be the missing piece, the catalyst that pushes the Lakers into undeniable championship contention with Luka and LeBron still leading the charge, then the move makes perfect sense. But if the grand vision for 2026, the pursuit of that elusive third superstar, remains the ultimate target, then this trade for Monk may prove to be far too costly in the long run. The Lakers stand at a pivotal crossroads, with their future hanging precariously in the balance. Will they make a bold, almost unthinkable move to trade their aging legend for promising young core? Or will they double down on immediate offensive punch at the expense of future flexibility? These aren't just hypothetical scenarios. They are the very real, high-stakes decisions that will define the next era of Lakers basketball. The choices made now will echo for years to come, either cementing their place at the top or sending them spiraling into an uncertain future. What do you think of these blockbuster trade ideas? Are the Lakers right to prioritize Luka's future, even if it means considering a LeBron departure? Would you sacrifice long-term cap space for immediate bench scoring? Jump into the comments below and let your voice be heard. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive into the NBA's wild trade landscape, and subscribe for more exclusive reports that cut through the noise.